Hi, Gemini. This is Jess with your June 24th, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Gemini, this particular week, you may find coming into the week, especially weeks prior, that the workplace is pretty quiet. Things are really moving slowly, quietly. If you've been looking for work, you may have found that a lot isn't going on. There's not a lot of bites. There's not a lot of calls, especially if you do contractual work. If you have a headhunter, they may have told you that it's not a lot going on right now. It's not a lot out there. If you're competing against a position, you're still waiting to find out if you're going to be the chosen one. Some of you may already have an inside track, so you may know people, or you may have gotten confirmation that you're going to be one of the chosen ones, or it's just a process. It's politics, right? So they know who they're going to pick. You probably already know, I'm going to get the job. It's just I have to still put in my resume. I have to still go through the same steps and channels as everyone else. This week is kind of a week saying to some of you, knowing when to accept the situation for what it is, knowing when to walk away from a situation. Some of you, there's some form of judgment, something you heard, something that even a decision that you made, that you guys may have made around a time that you didn't have all of the facts, everything didn't come out, or you've made a judgment, you rushed to judgment for some of you, without seeing all the facts, right? And now you can't go back and change the way a situation is. You kind of have to accept it, but that's a hard thing to do right now, is for some of you to accept whatever your reality is now that you see the full picture. There is a situation here where you Gemini women are very confident this week. You're very alluring. You are a get things done type of energy right now. And I do feel like there's some guardedness. So for those of you who may be listening to Gemini's reading and you're expecting to get some money back from them, they owe you money, you may not be getting it this week. Geminis, if you're looking for someone to pay you out or being paid money, you may be very defensive and resentful of a person if they owe you money. You also may be very stubborn in paying someone back. So I get that. Not wanting to pay people back, people not wanting to pay you back, especially the Gemini men, you may be miserly this week. So again, defending your right to not pay someone, or, you could be waiting outside for someone right at their house, at their job, by their car. Like, I want my money. I want my money right now. This is kind of what I get. Like, I want my money. You may be caught in a crossfire. So like your mom, someone owes your mom money. Someone owes your sister money. Someone owes, like, you're doing it. If not for yourself, then it could be for someone. I get feminine energy that you're protecting, or, you're doing the dirty, quote unquote, dirty work for them, so that they can get what it is that they deserve. But there is a needing to see a situation differently. Now, for some of you, if you're waiting or you're trying to prepare yourself to get finances, get some type of assistance, I do see that you need to kind of look through your own finances, do your own due diligence, because in seeing a situation differently, approaching it in a different way does alleviate some form of unnecessary end to a situation. It alleviates potential heartache, potential stress. It alleviates that. And because now either it's like, okay, I've taken care of my checkbook, or now I know where my monies are allocated. I know where everything is. I thought I was going to come out the loser, but in fact, now I know that I could kind of maneuver in a different way so I can come out on top. And now you feel good again. You feel better again. So some of you are definitely strategizing to get some money out of someone. It could be institution. It could be somewhere. Either money's owed to you or money that you're looking to get. I feel for you guys this week, the benefit is to take a step back. Either some of you are going to have to kind of wait things out, try to temper yourselves in the waiting process, or again, look, analyze, be in review of your finances or anticipation of some investment. Will help stabilize you, because I feel like the more you don't know, the more guarded you get, the more anxious you get, the more nervous you get, the more combative you can get, and more emotional you can get. So again, taking a step back from that, allowing time to go by if it's necessary, or do your own active analytics to see it differently. There's a need to see something differently. All is not lost. All is not sacrifice, there's a way that you can move forward even in sacrifice. So if you have to let something go this particular week, or you had to, it is for your benefit. Even though you may not see it that way right now, I feel, Gemini, that's more prominent for you, needing to hang something up in the situation mentally, no longer taking with you a mental hang up that you have. And I get, for some of you, this arrogance or an energy of, by any means necessary. Be careful with that. That will come back to bite you, if not now. I don't really see it happening now, but down the line, I feel like there's something you'll say or do that you may forget or regret. And some of you may have experienced that now, and now you're trying to kind of make up for something that you possibly have done in the past. All in the effort of I'm going to get it. I'm going to win over everyone else. I don't care what I have to do to win, but I'm going to win. This, needing to win at all costs may not benefit you down the line. Like in the shortcoming, yes, down the line, not so much. I see some of you being found out. So hopefully you're not doing anything illegally, because you're going to get caught. I feel that if you get caught, you may rely on family to kind of help you out. But the very same people that you may rely upon to help you aren't going to be able to, especially if you're looking to get some type of money, funds, or that sort of thing. So kind of be careful, again, with this quick, rich, get rich. You know how I am. Get rich quick schemes. Be careful with that, because you can get caught. Someone's going to get caught. I wanted to also say, if you have your own business, you may be able to vet an intern, someone that doesn't have the same level of experience that you have. You may be able to get them in to help you. I guess someone's able to help you if there's something that you're missing in your own, like at the workplace. You have a coworker or someone new just came in. They're going to be a benefit for you. Or if you have your own business, reaching out and vetting an intern or someone who can kind of help pick up the pieces when you're not around, or is more versed in a particular area of business that you may not have. That's a blessing for you this particular week. As we get closer to the end of the week, I see things coming together. So if things fell apart, people were not speaking, there was harsh words, people were using their words as weapons, people were strategizing against the other person. I get strong enemy energy, like you two are enemies of one another. There will be a coming together and trying to kind of make things right. But it's almost like love lost. So if you're at the workplace and you're falling out with someone, you'll be cordial, but you'll not be the way that you once were. There's some element of not being the way that you once were with each other. There's something that has put a crack in the foundation. Okay, so your foundation has a crack in it, is what it looks like. And some of you may be looking to move, probably not all happening this week, but you are looking to move and you're not really finding what you want. The one that you want may not be available to you. And then what's out there may not be what you're looking for. Now, let go of undue pressures, stresses, anxieties. Some of you could be scaling down, not putting in so many hours at work this particular week. And don't be so hell bent on the next thing. Enjoy the moments you have now, especially with people who are familiar to you, people that you know. Enjoy people around you. There's some elements of needing to enjoy, because some of you, I just get you're tense, you're on edge. And that's breeding this duplicitous Gemini, this double-sided Gemini. 1 minute you seem okay, everything is okay. The next minute you're nasty, you're biting, and you're expecting people to help you, or you want back what you gave. So you're kind of switching up. You're doing this switch up, and then by the end of the week, you done said something crazy, you done did something crazy, and then now you want everything to be fine. And the person is probably going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgive you. It's not a problem. But then something about you have turned them off, where now it's hard for them to see you in those innocent eyes. So be careful with that. Love. I feel for some of you, there may have been a divorce that didn't go in your favor. A lot of things came out, and you're having a hard time accepting kind of it not going in your favor. And so because of that, some of you are going to be really nasty, create fights and all kind of drama. when really what you want to do is be peaceful. You'll take the stance and not speak to the person for a while, and then when you do come around, it's like in your mind you're like, okay, I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna bring that up. I'm done. I'm gonna let that go. Everything is fine. No, I'm okay. And then either when you guys have to exchange children, you need to talk for whatever reason, and you guys even maybe in a couple. For some of you, it gets back to nitpicking, backbiting, fighting, saying hurtful things after you just come back from apologies, I'm sorry's, and let's be okay. So I feel like when it comes to love, Geminis, you or another person is on a huge ass roller coaster ride. No one wants to get off and stay off until the other person kind of gets their wits about themselves, because I get bipolar energy really strong here between you or another person. There is a waiting for someone to kind of decide what they're going to do, because there may be a lot of options. Like someone has a lot of options. They don't know what they want to do. Some of you have two options. There's someone that you feel very passionate about. You may be feeling like you have to wait and see what's going to happen with this person, because there may be more than just you involved with this person. And you want to be the victor. If you are a Gemini man and you have a woman in your sights and she has someone else, you want to be the victor. You want to be the one that's last standing. You may hear some bad news coming from this woman, because there's some things that either she's revealing to you or has found out about you. And it's like now you have to either either you're going to break up from each other, you're going to take a break from one another, but this is not exactly what you want. So if you may be approaching it in a very, I just keep getting nasty, which I don't typically see Geminis as, but I keep getting nasty. Like, oh, it's over. Okay, I don't care. Okay, fine, it's over. And then you call them back and you curse them out, or I get almost out of control, even though you're trying to maintain control and retain a level of dignity. I see that some things are going to come out about somebody's family, about somebody's finances, about somebody's stability. Some of you may find out this week that you're dealing with a very unstable individual. You may realize that there's a lot of cheating and poor behavior in a particular relationship. It could be yours. Someone's finding that out about you. If you have a third party situation going on, it's coming out. It's coming out. All right. And what's so crazy is that the person that you may want, this person may not be ready for something committed. They may not be able to commit to you. So you're waiting around to see if this woman that loves you, or this woman that you love, I feel more that you know that she loves you, if she's going to be able to get her situation under control. If you're a Gemini man. If you're a Gemini woman, you may be feeling like you're wanting to start all over again. You kind of don't want to deal with someone who you feel has put you in a third party. This person may be at odds with you, almost like wrong and strong at the same time. Like, no, you did this, and they're the one that's mad at you. And you want, even though it's not healthy and this person has been dishonest, Gemini women, some of you want him back. Some of you want to work this situation out, even though you may be very aware that you are in a third party situation. It's not just you. Like, this person gives more time to others. It may not just be a third party. It could be that their family is more important. They may have charity work. They may have a nonprofit. They can have business, like something about them that's always pulls them away from you. And they defend that right. And some of you are feeling like it's time for you to make an exit. There may have been a huge blowout over the situation. Some things through the process has come out, okay, that this person may have been supporting another person. And I feel that there is a need for you to get back to a place where things were good. Even if it's in your relationship and it's a one-to-one thing, yeah, sure, you guys argue, but you're hopeful that you're going to work things out. Whatever the harsh words were exchanged or hard feelings, that were left behind. I feel that there's a wanting by the end of the week to work things out and to get on the same page. But it may be difficult for one of you to really see it in the way the other person does. The other person is very hopeful. Yes, they believe in it. Yeah, it was a hiccup along the road. Or yeah, this happened. But we can work through this. We can get through it. It's fine. I love you. Don't you love me? We love each other. Everything's going to be fine. And I just get that either the other person is having a hard time believing that this is true. Like, yeah, you're right. This time will be the last time. Or that someone feels the same way now because it's something that was either done or said that literally changes the dynamic here. Okay. And now there's some form of love that is lost. Like some of you may realize this week that I don't love you like I thought I loved you. Or that they don't love you the way you thought that they loved you. Well, the problem is that you may be living together. You may be married. There may be a huge promising new beginning in a relationship. And then you're like, wait a minute. I don't feel like I'm being loved the same way I once was loved, right? You may have a home and you live together, but there's no love in this home. That becomes glaringly obvious. You may deal with someone who you may be attracted to one woman who's very much a go-getter, make things happen for herself. You may be dealing with someone who's very codependent. She's not very stable. She has a lot of issues. And then there's someone that you may even be trying to decide, do I reach out to her because you knew this woman loved you? There wasn't even a doubt about her love for you. And so there's some form of still feeling some sense of regret about that there's somebody that you knew truly loved you, but you were in this stasis where they couldn't deal with all the outside parties, so they had to disconnect themselves. Gemini, you're kind of all over the plate here, especially if you're a Gemini man. And I feel like if you are single, you could definitely meet someone there can start to be a committed relationship. But just be careful. Some of you could eventually be getting into something that will turn into unrequited love, where someone's love was there from the beginning and it only grew, and the other person eventually it kind of stops, about face, and reverse. I guess who could that be? Who could that possibly be who switches up on someone? It's probably gonna be some of you Geminis out there that'll switch up on someone and say, you know what? I thought I loved you. It's kind of what I'm getting here. I thought I loved you. So I want to look in the extended this week and see if this situation is just a hiccup in your week. Are you guys going to work things out down the line? Is everything going to be okay? Who's going to come forward? What do they want to say deep down inside? What are the challenges? Who's who? Because there's a lot of players here, but what are the challenges that you guys are going to be seeing this particular week and onward? How's this all going to work out for some of you? And what is the feelings that you both share? So if you're interested in that and others things, click the link below. We can get started there. Otherwise, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. So leave me a comment in the comment section below. I feel like this week so far, with the readings I've done, I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know if these things are kind of hitting you guys. So it would be a pleasure to get confirmation if any of this is kind of resonating with you guys. It's kind of a whole lot and a whole lot of stuff going on at the same time. If you would like something personal with me, I could be reaching the beginning and into this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Gemini.